Turn it up. You listening to the wildest podcast. Matter of fact, with DJ Rayo.xo and CD400.
Okay. My name is Casey. No, I'm joking. Name Rayo?
Yes.
Rayo, that's what you go by?
Yes.
Okay, Rayo's in the building. Hey. What's up, girl?
What up? What up?
That was your introduction.
Yeah.
I questioning everything you say. Like Rayo, the palm reader out here.
No, I'm about to say, I ain't gonna say palm reader no more. I'm just telling everybody for 2 weeks.
I was like, is she gonna be able to read mine?
I'm ready for this. Got my hand lotioned up. Be on camera a little bit, you know?
I know you have. Every time you see me, you like, you doing the palm readers? I'm like, no.
So
Tarot cards.
what do you do?
Tarot cards. I read tarot cards.
Okay.
Look, so I'll explain what they are.
I'm blaming Leah, though.
I feel that. So, okay, tarot cards work like, okay, for example, when you read a book, there's words, and you use the words to paint the picture. So with tarot cards, it's the opposite. You get the picture first, and we come together to paint the words. So like, your intuition and my intuition have a conversation up in the spirit realm, and then I just tell you what's laid on my heart. Like, really, that's what happens. Like, it's an intuitive, it's a very intuitive experience. Nah. I mean, I like candles, you know. We have some candles. You know what I'm saying? We got no candles. Right.
You gonna burn the place down, look.
Yeah. So how long have you been doing this?
I got the cards fall 2017, but when I first got them, I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just kind of pulling them out and just reading the little instruction deck that came with them, because it had like a very general, like I did what the card meant. But here recently, a few months ago, I got a book, and that kind of put everything together for me, like all the pieces that were missing. I'm like, oh, because it's something that you have to kind of just let your feelings guide, and that's something I always kind of struggle with, like being in tune with my feelings. But that was something that was just, it just came natural, and I was like, oh, this will really help me like learn how to be in tune with myself. And as I done it for other people, it just was powerful, because every time I do it, it's so accurate, and I couldn't believe it, you know. So yeah, but when I got the book, it taught me, or it gave me all the, you know, foundation, so that I was able to figure out, you know, how to do it on my own without using any other tools, and to be able to just tell people intuitively what I was getting from the cards. Yeah.
That's dope.
Right. Do you do it often? Like, do you do it for like full time, or?
I want to. That's the goal. But I've been vending at different events here in Greensboro, and it's growing for sure. I started doing live readings, like daily readings on Instagram. So people like that, and that was cool too, because I didn't even think about doing it through a screen. But you know, when people pick a number, that's energy too. They pick that number for a reason. And like I shuffle the cards, tell people pick a number, and whatever they picked out of the cards, that's their daily reading. So I pull it and explain it to them, and it works just the same. So,
That's so cool.
I know, right? I'm like, wow.
So when did it start freaking you out? Like, yo, this shit is getting official now.
The first time I vended at an event, and I made good money. Like, I was only doing them for $5, but it was like the 3-card readings, and every time I done it, people were like, oh my God, you're reading my life. Oh my God, you know my business. Yo, how did you know that? Crazy. You know, and I'm like, yo, listen, I don't know what I told you. You know, like, I'm just speaking what's on my heart. But until you confirm it, you know, until you tell me the details of what I just told you, I don't even know what I told you, you know? So it's like, it's reassuring for me when people get a reading and then they tell me how accurate it was, or they tell me like, wow, I just prayed about that today, or you know what I mean? It's just, it really puts into perspective how in tune we are with each other. And it's like, that connection is just, it's kind of freaky, because, you know, it's like, as I'm telling people what's laid on my heart to tell them, typically I can relate. And so it's like, I'm healing them, but they're healing me, because I'm helping you help yourself. But you don't realize how much I needed to hear that too, you know? So it's kind of freaky, because from my perspective, I'm telling people these things, but I need to hear them too. And so that freaked me out, because I was like, how can it doesn't go wrong. You know, it just goes so well every time, and it's just kind of like, wow, you know?
Have you ever had anybody react crazy, or like just really surprised?
Yes, I did a past, present, future reading for somebody, and the past and the present was really accurate, and then I told them the future, and they're like, okay, whatever. But then when that actually happened, they were mad at me, because they were like, I guess they felt like I spoke that into their life, but like I just literally just said what they were telling me, you know, you pulled the card, this is your reading, you know, but she was mad. She was like, that was freaky, it freaked me out, I'm not doing that ever again. Why would you do that to me? Why would you do that? And I'm like, hold up. You asked me, right? You feel me? You wanted this. Like, I don't know why you were so mad at me. Like, the past and the present, you told me straight up were accurate, so why did you not think the future part would be accurate too? You know, this is just to help you prepare for it, not to speak anything into your life, you know? If you want to know, you want to know. If you don't, you don't. And that's why so many people are freaked out by it, because they're like, you know, people want to call it witchcraft and it's demonic and da-da-da, but no, it's just a tool to help you, you know, mentally prepare yourself for things that you already know is going on, you know, like it's literally your intuition speaking to mine, and I'm just the medium, you know, like I'm just here to be a physical confirmation for you, because it's nice to know something, like you can feel something weighing on your heart, but to hear me speak it and I don't even know you, or we don't talk every day, you know, it's just kind of like, oh yeah, I knew that, you know, and I wanted to get to a point where people don't need me to be able to trust their intuition, you know, but having something so obviously real in your face, you can't deny it. But I want people to get to a place where they can just be like, yeah, I feel this and I'm going with it off rip, versus feeling like they need a reading and they get the reading and it's like, okay, yeah, I knew.
Have you ever had anybody call you Miss Cleo or anything like that?
No.
Oh,
that's hilarious. You know what? I lied. Somebody did say that. Somebody did do that to me. They were like, that's gonna be you. That's gonna be you in the future.
Call me now for your previous. Did she go to jail for that? Because she lied, didn't she?
She almost went to jail. She got in trouble.
Yeah, Miss
But she passed away though. Rest in peace, Miss Cleo.
Oh, damn, I know she died.
Yeah. That girl died.
So, Chelsea, you gonna get your stuff read first? Hell yeah.
What? Go ahead, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Women empowerment.
Oh, I'm scared, y'all. I keep remembering, what's that? You all remember that movie?
Carmen. Yes.
Yes.
When she was like, oh no.
Right.
I don't want to go.
She put like,
yeah, when she got her.
Yeah, with Beyonce.
Yeah, when she got her cards read, and it was just like death and disaster in her future. Yo.
Yeah. Look, I'm not gonna put that energy out there.
Speaking of Mike, whenever you find out all her details, so the man can know, because we're supposed to be getting Chelsea a man in 2019.
No, the hell we ain't.
Okay,
I bet you in the party like Chelsea getting a man in 2019. Watch, here it comes.
Go ahead, Chelsea.
No.
Okay, so we're gonna do a daily reading for everybody instead of like a 3-card reading, because that might take a while. Unless somebody wants a 3-card, I mean, it's up to y'all.
Oh, no, I ain't. It's up to me.
Okay.
I'm cool with shit. You know what?
I want the 3 cards.
I got to get those 3 cards out.
I brought my little options. I try to be cute, you feel me? So if you wanna,
Can the camera
we're gonna do a daily reading for you. Okay. These are the options if you wanna.
I'm gonna
look
put
at
it
them.
up to the camera.
Y'all can look at them. I have a big.
That's our social media rep too.
Yes.
That girl with the pink fingernails.
Yeah.
Purple fingernails.
Right.
Nobody likes to introduce me.
She better bring her ass over here.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now.
Get it together. Look.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Amber. I'm in social media. I can't say face because.
Hey, Amber.
Hello. I'm a social media engineer. For matter of fact.
Let me get that shadow work.
Shadow work. Okay.
I don't know what I'm reading.
I feel that. Okay, so just pick from the top, the ones that say $15 each.
Okay.
Pick from one of them, because each of those are a different reading. So pick one of those.
Let me get that past, present, future.
Okay.
Let me get that. You want one? You want to do one?
I don't know what's going to go down with that.
Look, I can't do legal matters. I just got a ticket.
Damn,
Like 2 hours ago. I just tell them yes. I'm a fucking seatbelt.
Look at the ticket. That's what they say. Look at the ticket.
Bullshit.
That was
I'm thinking like mind, body, spirit. Either that one or past, present, future. Anything in the $15. Creativity.
I
think that's mind, body, spirit.
Not
I guess
3.
Yeah,
I
I knew it. I was like, this is a high. This is chilling over here.
Three clips.
That's why you break.
3 clips.
What do I do? Do I keep it?
So did you turn? Hold on, you pulled it like that. Well, it don't matter because I ain't doing reverse. So yeah.
Shit.
Oh, so this is a good one. All right, so this card is called the World, and sorry, this card is called the Sun. It's ruled by the Sun, like that's its ruling planet.
Wait, which one? I'm doing a daily reading, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
So this is what you. Oh my God.
Okay. Got it.
All right, so this is what you need to know for. It could be today, it could be tomorrow. It's just you'll know once I start talking about it. Okay, so basically this card represents success and completion. So there's something that you've been working toward that has to do with like your passions that just kind of is like bursting right now. It's almost like you're here on a chariot, like hello world, like I made it. Y'all thought I wasn't gonna do it, but I'm here. And it's like the sun is like shining. You got rainbows. You got like, and it was very intentional. Like this was something that you've been like striving toward for a while.
Okay.
And like because you were so pure in your intentions, it's worked out really well. And the passion is the like you're showing it, like your passions are out there in the open, and you're kind of like hello world, this is what it is. So basically in the daily today is like your passions are on the forefront and you've made it and you've completed something big. It was a task that you had been working toward and it kind of popped today. So that was your daily reading.
I like that.
You got popping over there, girl?
Yeah, Lord knows I've been applying for jobs.
Tomorrow,
That email
I'm about to check that email real quick.
for real.
Look, I never got no
Something's bursting at the seams, girl. Hello.
Okay, do another one.
Okay. Okay.
Do
So
Maya's.
next.
Do Maya's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one did you want to do?
I'm scared. Low-key, now I want to do the past, present.
Past, present, future? Okay.
Lord Jesus.
No worries.
I ain't about to be hitting LA soon.
Right.
Yeah.
Going on
Make power moves. She like Revolt TV here. Don't show it when they want to.
Okay, so we gotta come. Pick your cards.
Oh,
Here we go.
So for this one, do you pick 3 of them or just one?
You pick 3.
Okay.
So pick 3 right now.
And when you pick them, hand them to me, because the order matters.
Ooh, I think this the game Beyonce played.
Oh shit.
No.
So which one's first and second out of those 2 that you pick?
I don't know. Let me choose something else.
Lord have mercy.
She done put the cards
She done
back.
put the
Look.
cards back in there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, past, present. It should be great.
okay, so past, present, and future.
Shit.
All right, so the past is the card Temperance. It's ruled by Sagittarius.
Okay.
So basically, what I get from this card for you is you're in a place of like so much just like clarity. You've kind of been released, or in the past you were released from something because you realized like, okay, my cups are full. Like I have everything that I need in hand and in my face right here. I don't need anything from anybody else. I'm whole within myself. So I can focus on something and get straight to it because I don't have to go to any outside to receive that. So that brought you to a place in the present where this is the wheel of fortune, so you're choosing your fate. It's about fate and luck. So because you were able to come within yourself and realize, hey, I've got everything I need, now you know that you're creating your own reality and you're choosing what you want. So you're in a place where you've got options, and it's like a spinning wheel, but you get to decide where that spinning wheel lands. Like, you know how, like, the jackpot's here, you get to pick to put it on the jackpot. You know what I'm saying? You can spin it, and you can say, boom, the jackpot here, but if your energy isn't in the right place, then it ain't gonna land on that jackpot, because that's not what you're aiming towards, that's not what you're manifesting, that's not what your energy is guiding you to do. So right now, you're really in a place where you're choosing your fate, and these animals around the corners represent, like, the angels and your ancestors and all the people and spiritual like ancestors that are backing you. You feel me? Like you literally have everything that you need, and because you were in a place to find yourself right now, you got like literally you got a team of like it could be it's like here like pushing you forward. So that takes you to a place in the future where you have to center yourself, because this card is ruled by Aries. So Aries is the sign of the self and the ego, and basically it's time to put yourself first, almost selfishly, but not to a point where it's selfish and it's hurting people. It's time for you to center yourself so that you can nurture yourself, so that you can grow in the right direction. Because now this newfound knowledge that you have, like, is kind of like, it's eye-opening, but it's also protecting you. It's like a new illumination that's like keeping you protected, but you have to center yourself and do for you first, always, in the future, because you chose this path, and now it's up to you to cultivate that path. And yeah, that's gonna push you forward. Just being within self, centering you. It's just time to center you in the future. Like, be all within here. You feel me?
All
like,
you.
It's all you. Like, it's all
damn, what if I would have chose the other two cards?
They want me to be.
That's what I said. What's the thing?
That's a reason.
This is
your
dope.
It's amazing. Like, and y'all just told me she about to go to LA. Like, you know,
that's
like.
dope.
So if you want to speak on it, I would love to know. You know.
Yeah, go ahead, boy. Go that way.
What's going on, girl?
Right.
You got anything you gotta say?
About what? The past, present, future, what?
What she gotta say? What she
How accurate
do?
was it? It was pretty accurate. Like, it was pretty clear. Like, that seemed like the past 3 months. Like,
that's what's up.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, the last 3 months, I was kind of like, dang, like, okay, people around me ain't for me. I gotta do it for myself.
Both of y'all.
This month is let me start hitting up people. I hit up Casey. He was like, yeah, you can come be the camera person. And now a lot of stuff is like falling in place.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Choosing your own fate, girl.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, that's what's up. That's Thank you.
Do you always read the same, or like say somebody gets one of the same cards, but then like in a different order or something? Is it something else?
When you pull 3 cards, I like to look at it as like it's painting a picture, you know? So every time I do it, like, okay, let me make this clear first. There's 50-something cards in the whole deck, but I only use the 22 that are in the major arcana because they're very, they're like the major ideas. So the smaller cards represent details that stem off of the major cards, but you can use the major cards just for readings like this because it's the bigger ideas in the bigger picture. So when you get those, I use the same 22 cards, but it's different every single time because it's highly unlikely that you draw the same 3. And if you do, it's still going to be different because what I say isn't going to be exactly the same. And certain colors represent certain things and that you kind of have an idea, but like, when I speak on it, it always comes out differently for different people. But like I said, that's another way to recognize the connection in all of us because, yeah, I say it different, but each card still kind of has a general idea of what it stands for. It just represents something different in everybody's life, so there's no way I can say the same thing because your energy is not her energy, is not his energy, you know, like it's very different for every person. So it's like, it's wild for me because I get nervous, you know, I'm like, there's been times where I do readings back to back and people draw the same cards back to back, you know, and I'm like, yo, that girl before you just drew that same card, like, I need you to know, like, I blocked my phone, but I said something different, you know, like, it's like you have to zone out. It's almost like when people, when they make music, you know, it's like, when they freestyle and they kind of get in their zone, I feel the same way when I do the tarot cards, because it's like, I just kind of just feel, because if I try to be too, like, logical with it, it won't make sense. Like it won't work. It just wouldn't. It can't work. So it's a very vulnerable thing because I'm just talking and I don't know if it's accurate. But as I do it, I gain more confidence because, like I said, every time I do it, people are like, "Wow, yeah, that's it." Like for her to say that related to her for the last 3 months, like even though I've been doing this, I still need to hear that, you know, because it's like, dang, like. I'm helping people, like, you know, it's like, it's just a clarity that people need to just push forward, you know, so, yeah, it's weird for me, still, like, when people draw the same card, but there hasn't been a time where I say the exact same thing, and it hasn't, you know, been accurate, so.
Yeah. Have you ever had yours done? I'm sorry.
Yes, when I first bought the cards, I was in Georgia. I went to school in Georgia for a little bit, for like a semester.
Where'd you go?
But Columbus State. I went for a semester. Loved it, but out of state tuition.
Yeah.
Joke, boy. I had to go back. But I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I came to Greensboro. I love it here so far. But when I went, I lived in the downtown campus, and there was this lady that used to sit out there and do readings for $5. And I had just recently bought the cards, and I'm like, man, this is a sign, yo. Like, I can't go without getting this reading, you know? So I done it, and she was spot on. And I could not believe it. Like, I could not believe it. Because, you know, I just bought the cards, so I'm like, how did you do that? I'm pulling cards and reading the instructions, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you do that? And you just read my life, you know, like, literally read my life. So it was like, that was really inspiring, because I'm like, man, I have to get to her level. And here I am, you know what I mean, talking about it here, doing it for y'all. It's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing how time just, you know, if you dedicate yourself to something and just let it grow and just, you know, just take your time with it. But yeah.
Now, do you consider yourself like a spiritual person, like overall?
Very. I'm really into astrology and numerology and like just stuff like that, because growing up, I didn't really have a lot of my questions. Like, I was answering a lot of my own questions. So I was very, I feel like everybody has their insecurities. And for me, I was just led to astrology because I would read my horoscope and it would be accurate. And I'm like, man, like, how does this, why, y'all can't tell me this is fake. You know, like, there's sometimes it's just too deep. So, it, you know, like, I grew up in a church home, you know, and like, they always tell you, oh, don't look at that stuff. But I was curious. Yeah, like, I was curious. So I kept going into it, and I just realized, you know, the questions that I had were answered through astrology. Like, I can understand my tendencies through astrology and through numerology. Like, if I understand my birth chart, you know, like, I can understand why I feel this way about certain things, or why certain signs make me click. And, you know, it's all a spiritual, we're spiritual beings first. Yeah. Our body is just a clay jar that we happen to be in, because we're light, like, we're light beings. So when we expand and we find our passions and we do what we got to do with our passions, we're expanding the universe, because we are expanding light. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, me tapping into this, I'm glad that I went with it, because had I not, I would have been doing a disservice, you know? But this is a spiritual experience. Like, doing tarot card readings is a spiritual experience, because your intuition is your spirit speaking to you. So yeah, I'm a very spiritual person, not so much religious, because, you know, I feel like religion was keeping me in a box. And that's just my personal, you know, view. I'm not knocking it at all. Nothing, you know what I'm saying? But it just, me personally, it didn't do it for me. But like, astrology and numerology did, because it was very factual, it was very straightforward. And then doing the tarot cards, it just made it that much more deep, because it's so, like, accurate for the time, right in your face. Like, this is what's going on in your life right now. Utilize it, take it and run with it. Well, you know. I
hope nobody don't stop you once you start popping with this, because you know how those religious people be like, the devil.
I ain't worried about it, because the people who will want it, like, they can come. Those who don't, just stay over there, like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but I've helped a lot of people, and that's all I want to do. I just want people to be happy. And like, I feel like mental health is such a serious thing, and I think it just comes with knowing yourself. And I feel like this helps you know yourself, and astrology helps you know yourself. You can understand why you feel the way you feel versus just feeling it and just feeling it, you know? It's okay to feel. And like, for a long time I didn't know that either, you know? I feel like, especially as a black woman, you know, we just expect to just take everything and just be okay, because we're strong. But then when we speak up, we angry, you know? So it was like, you know, this was my way of being able to stay within myself, answer my own questions, and move on. Because there's still, to this day, things happen to me, and I'm like, okay, what was their sign? What was their number? Like, I found out their birthday when I met them. Like, you know, like, it's really like that. It's really like that, you know? So it's like, you know, it helps me get through on some real, and it helps, like, I feel like if a lot of people just understood themselves and why they felt the way they felt, mental health would you know, it would be a little bit better, you know, because it's like we just get caught up in our head and overthinking, and I feel like stuff like that just helps you kind of soothes your spirit. So yeah.
True.
Well, do you want to do your life?
Yeah.
You know about your life?
Let me do mind, body, and spirit.
Okay. You got a game, Chelsea?
Yeah.
I got these cards. I got my top 5 cards.
Okay.
Okay.
You want me to fold it up? Or,
Well, I can just spread them out. I'm taking out the
Okay. So for you, mind, body, spirit, you're picking 4.
Let's see.
Right, you get both.
She gets both. You got any more ice? Heck yeah. You need anybody any ice?
Has never had
So
a
that was
chance.
enough? Was it enough?
Let me get like.
Damn, we got to pull out.
She thought about it.
Everybody put their cup out. Look.
Well, it's 3 of us, so I'm gonna get one.
Trying to juggle it.
When you put 1 cube, look.
It's 3 of us. It's 3 of us. Everybody get 1 cube.
Oh yeah, you want a little piece?
No, okay.
A little thing at the bottom right there. A little shovel ball at the bottom. Somebody's getting sharp though at the bottom.
Ooh, what is that?
Beautiful, right? They also, oh, and look, I told y'all.
See, we picked the
I
same
told
card.
y'all. What are the odds though? You feel me? Like
Here we go.
connections. Okay, so this top card is the significator. You chose mind, body, spirit, so we need to know like the general overview of the entire reading.
Okay.
So this is Star, ruled by Aquarius. Now, I know y'all know, y'all know the lunar eclipse that just happened, the full moon? Okay, so that was a moon in Leo. The zodiac is a clock, right?
Yeah.
So Leo is on this side, the opposite of Leo is Aquarius. So Aquarius was where the sun was at. So that is, I feel like that has a lot to do with why you might have pulled that card, because this is a time where it's of knowing. So Aquarius is a time of knowing, like kind of rebellious in a sense, because you know yourself and you're gonna do you. Period.
Hell yeah,
you know what I'm
that's the shit I'm
saying?
getting on.
Right.
Right.
So it's like that's you bring forth so much life because of that. You know where you stand and you gonna stand on it and you gonna make it go. So the general overview of your mind, body, spirit is being that center and knowing, okay, I'm gonna give you life. And you're gonna have to feel it because I'm pouring it on you. And if you don't like it, then just move out the way, you know?
Yes.
So that's the overview
How
of the whole
accurate is that? Just that over. Just the Okay, girl.
All right, so in the mind, this card is the world. So it's fruitful. Your mind is in a place where you've gained a lot of knowledge. So like you're able to use it and to use that to like fuel you. Like so, like I said, the general overview was knowing, and in the mind, that it just makes sense. That goes together because it's like you have everything you need, similar to hers or somebody where it was saying like you had everything that you needed to make it go. Like this is similar, but it's in your mind state. And this one also has like the archangels in the corner, so it's basically saying like your mind is so abundant right now, like you can just take and give. And once again, like the Aquarius being the water bearer and bringing forth life, it's like you have everything in your mind that you need. So like you're in a very good place mentally.
You right.
Like you just, it's different. Like it's different. You're not really worried about nothing because you in your mind you have everything that you need. So then body, this is the Hierophant ruled by Taurus. So basically you have to allow your intuition to guide you as far as in the physical. Like you know that your mind is in a place to know what you know, and like we said, the general overview is knowing. So because you know, now you can give without being taken from. So you're able to see and be really aware of like, okay, yeah, I'm giving to this person, but they ain't gave nothing back. Not saying I'm using you or you using me, but like it's give and take. Like I water you, you water me. I'm giving all this life to all these people. You know, I only have so much to give extra. And I can only give extra to people who are watering me as well. So you have to use your intuition to allow yourself to find those who are really giving back. And don't let them, you know, be toxic to you. And if they are, it's not that, you know, no bad blood or nothing, but you just gotta separate. Because
2019.
Right, like you can't let that. Right, you feel me? Like we're not with none of that. All 2019, we're not with none of that. You feel me? So then, so that's the physical. Like people in the physical may or may not be taking advantage. I'm not saying they are, but if they do, just know, like use your intuition to be able to guide you in that. Because you are the all-seeing. You see that. And you're a giving person as you should be, and you know, just don't let people take. So then spirit, this goes back to Sagittarius, temperance. basically you are full. Like your spirit is so abundant, and like this reading reads to me abundance, because this is somebody who's in a place of power. This is somebody who has everything they need. This is somebody whose cups are full, and then you're the water bearer. So like your spirit is full because you're able to give not only knowledge, but you're also in the physical able to give and help people. So now it's about, making sure you're staying within yourself, making sure you're giving back to you in the spirit. So like your spirit is full, but make sure you're fulfilling yourself spiritually and whatever that means for you. Like it could be anything. I don't know, but it's just your spirit needs to be full all the time, because you have the capability of giving so much, and you're here to give so much, and you know what's going on within yourself, so you should, but make sure that you're also giving back to yourself at the end of the day, spiritually, and fulfilling yourself. So yeah.
She's not preaching to you.
That was a word.
Yes, that was
so
She's
accurate.
not preaching to you.
Just let it go. You know what you're saying? I was taking it in. But was it not accurate?
I don't know.
You know me. You know. Oh, right? Really? Oh, no. It's fine. No, you're good.
I wasn't saying it like that. Calm down. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. Let me get my 3 cards.
Right, you should have pulled 3 cards.
Show them bad boys up. You want to cut real quick?
Yeah, you want to? Add a little more energy to the card, you know what I'm saying?
All your cards gonna be black.
And while I'm shuffling, pick the topic. Okay. Was it a topic or a game, Chelsea? Is that a topic or a game?
Just drawing.
Oh, wait, now let me do it.
Look, do it as a tarot card.
Right.
Like, let the energy pick. I'm excited.
Card shuffling.
Okay,
Wait, you gonna do yours first, or we gonna do this one
You
first?
go ahead and pick it so you can think of, because it's like the
Oh,
top
yeah.
5.
Okay, this is just top 5. Whatever it
Okay.
is, we gotta pick the top 5. Your top 5.
Shuffling cards. Don't be.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
Okay. Do it now or we...
Yeah, you can think about it or do it now.
Yeah. I don't gotta think about it right now.
What's
Okay.
your what card did you pull?
Fast food
That's a
restaurant.
random one.
Ooh,
yeah,
top
that's
5
good.
fast food.
What's
Yeah.
your top
Oh my
5?
gosh!
I mean, it's
I'll tell
crazy because I don't even eat fast food, y'all.
Someone
I'm trying to
changed
slow
the
down
game.
now.
Yeah.
Someone changed the game the other day.
Pick another one. Pick
It was
another
to
one.
Chick-fil-A.
I mean, I can-
You don't eat no fast food?
Polynesian sauce
I do Subway every now and then, but I don't eat meat, so...
Okay.
in a bowl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good one.
Wings.
Girl,
I've been trying to get out that
habit.
habit.
So what's happening?
You can't drop cold turkey.
She don't eat fast food.
Oh, okay. Throw this thing to the side.
I need to get on the same.
Right, I was gonna say.
Shit.
What does that say? What's the top word?
Female R&B group.
Ooh.
God damn. I'm pretty sure everybody got SWV in theirs.
Yeah.
For top 5.
You can think about that one.
Yeah, that was
R&B groups.
R&B. It's not hip hop.
That is a
Female R&B?
R&B.
I know a few of mine.
Groups.
I'm gonna pick
Groups,
my,
though.
I'm gonna pick my 3
Okay,
cards,
yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Do I just
Give
hand
it to hand it to me. And
Okay, bet.
Yeah, think marinade on
I gotta
that
think
one.
on that one.
That thing
Yeah.
marinate,
I might have
put
to,
season on that bad
Right. Ooh, yeah, that's a good one though.
boy. 1.
Okay.
Is black.
You said mind, body, spirit, right? Or no,
No,
past, present,
past,
future.
present, future.
Okay.
2.
Okay. All right.
3.
That's a bad card.
It's my life.
Right.
Sorry. I apologize.
It's your face.
It's my life.
You're right. I told you your card
Okay.
was gonna be black.
What do you
Look,
do, man?
Those
Your
are the
face
same
is-
one?
Damn, Mike!
Why you get yours red?
Get the real time
Right, look,
reaction.
you see that?
Okay.
That's another similar card or same card.
Okay.
Okay, so the past, this is the tower. And the tower represents like chaos. Like
Yeah.
it's like in the past things was just like all over the place. Stuff was crumbling down. Like you feeling like
ahead,
you're
flip to that
falling.
scripture.
You feel
Go
me?
ahead.
Like, it's like right. You feel like
23 and
right. So it was just hectic. Like things were everywhere. You knew you was gonna be straight, but like it was just kind of like crazy. Things were just crazy, and that's really just the best way to put it. That's really all I'm getting. Like, It was just everywhere.
Past was chaotic.
You know, chaotic. Past was chaotic. You were protected, but the past was chaotic.
ooh. Okay.
So then that brought you to the present. This is a mother figure. It's ruled by the moon. It's the high priestess. She represents like motherly tendencies. Like it's emotional. So like you're in a place where you're giving back now, and I feel like it had a lot to do with the fact like in the past things were crazy. You needed somebody. You didn't necessarily have nobody. So now you're trying to be that person that's giving back.
Okay.
In like a motherly sense, like you taking care of people, you nurturing people, you making sure they growing. Like you that like. It's like the complete opposite.
I'm that guy.
You're that guy. Like it's like that balance. You feel me?
Hey, your boy is that guy. Your boy is that guy. Hey.
You feel
What's
me?
up, y'all?
You feel me? Yeah, but like really, like it's like you're that guy, but you're like the motherly guy. Like you feel me?
Nice guy.
Like the nice guy. Like
Nice
I'm
So I say motherly guy. Oh, this is gay.
You feel me? But it's just a nurturing spirit. You feel me? You just bring a sense of balance to people's lives, like in this present
Stop
moment.
laughing, Chelsea. Next episode, we're gonna have 8 niggas up here deep. And too many women on this season.
Oh man. So yeah, so then the future, this is the Wheel of Fortune like she had. So it's similar, like the underlying theme is fate and luck. But basically what I get for you is because you were so nurturing to people, those are the archangels, the people that you nurtured and you know, brought up, and in times of need, they're gonna come back and give all of that same energy back to you times 3.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah, you're choosing your fate because you're choosing it now just by doing what you're doing for people. And so like that's gonna dictate where this, you know, Wheel of Fortune ends up. Like your energy has been chosen. You chose to nurture people. So guess what? You're gonna be nurtured in the future. You feel me? It's all gonna come back.
Your boy,
Threefold.
hey.
Threefold. So yeah.
Boy's a good guy, you know. It's nothing, you know. It's nothing. That was dope.
Yeah. So you
I'm happy with my shit.
Like-
I did have chaos in my life too. That's the crazy shit. So I ain't gonna talk about it on this shit.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
This is not the
It's
episode.
alright.
When we get like a what's those doctors called?
Therapist?
Boom, therapist, psychologist. Boom, we have one of them people up here. Then we'll have.
Oh
a breakdown
yeah.
story.
See, I gotta be here for that.
You girl,
She-
we gotta find out. We gotta find out about your
What do they call
bloodline.
it? Doctor-patient disclosure.
HIPAA.
Hey,
Sorry, y'all.
Chelsea's past was gang affiliated, so.
No. I'm gonna stop that shit. Don't stop that shit.
Okay,
That's crazy.
but that's dope
That's
though.
really interesting.
I fucks with that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Right.
So how can people reach you on getting their locks read?
Okay, so my Instagram is Rayo.xo. It's RAYO.xo. You can just DM me, and we can link up. You know, we can do it on FaceTime. We can meet up somewhere. Whatever's more comfortable for whatever you want, but we'll make it work. If you want to read it, just follow me and DM me, and we'll figure it out.
And it costs y'all, so don't think it's free.
Yeah. We'll do enough for free.
Support black businesses.
Support black
Right.
business now.
Right.
Now, do
I'm
you
with it.
have like the same energy when it's over the phone? Like, do you feel it the same, or is it different?
It's definitely different. It's just like, you know, if you talk on the phone with somebody versus being in person with them, you know, it's that same feel. But when I like doing it on IG Live because it helps me build confidence because I'm not seeing their reaction. Like in here, it's like I can see you shaking your head. I can see you being like, or I can see you smiling. Like, wow. Like, you know,
Yeah.
so, but through IG Live, you know, I'm just literally just talking.
Yeah.
And I have to wait for them to comment if they choose to comment. And even then, you know, it's kind of like articulating the comment, you know. So I prefer to do it in person. It's more personal, but I don't mind doing it over the phone because you still get the message.
Yeah.
So.
Well, what's our
Yeah,
name?
y'all hit her up.
Oh yeah, the female R&B.
Have you thought of any?
Shit.
Yeah.
That's
I got my top 5. Y'all want me to go ahead and shoot mine out?
No,
I don't
she's
know.
supposed to say
This
that.
is not
Right. I don't know.
I know it's not about
Supposed
she
to be
might
doing
need to
it.
think of it because she was doing all the other
Yeah,
stuff.
like
Damn.
I'm just.
We're not supposed to be playing the game.
Chelsea, let's play.
You want to play the
Chelsea
game?
is so mean today. What is going on today?
No, I was
Chelsea is
thinking
cracking
about
the whip, okay?
it. No, I was thinking about it
Three
the other
clips.
day. If we keep, what if we keep pulling the same ones on different episodes? What, we gonna keep doing different answers?
I pull out the topic we did with Mo already.
You can't do that.
Why?
Because
I do it every time. I do it every week.
See, that's why we don't need to be
we arguing on this recorded episode.
Right, okay. So
For the people.
You say something out doing that, you argue with it.
I ain't going back to that chaos in my life. I'm not going back to that chaos in my life, Chelsea. I'm not doing it. Alright? I know you've been
buffoonery.
I know I'm wearing blue and everything. I know I'm wearing blue and all that.
Okay, my
set tripping over here for her.
Lord. Okay. So my number one is Destiny's Child. I grew up on them.
Everybody.
Yes,
of course.
Yeah, I love them.
Yes.
Second is TLC.
Okay.
Third, Flowetry.
That's good.
That's a good one.
That's good.
Right.
And then fourth, let me see.
Go ahead and put SWV in
music sometimes.
Yeah, SWV. Yeah, SWV. That's fourth. And then fifth, oh God, it's like,
I understand.
you
Just
know
go
what?
ahead.
I'm gonna have to say Pussycat Dolls.
I was just
Pussycat Dolls is not R&B.
Thank you.
They are not R&B.
I was gonna say Pussycat Dolls.
They're not even black.
I was gonna say Tear Girls.
Black.
The group black.
For
I like
five.
them.
If Pussycat Dolls came
Yes.
I like the black.
Black. Oh, the girl.
Yeah,
that's
from
it.
the Housewives.
Yeah.
Oh, did I say Escape?
No,
Escape.
Okay, let me tell y'all, Candy can't sing. I'm gonna just put it out there. If nobody was gonna say it, I'm gonna be the first one to say it. She can't sing. That shaky voice, man.
Energy out here. No, we don't do that.
I'm just saying.
We're not throwing bad energy out here. We know
She's a great person. Great person. She's a great
It's not
person.
bad energy then. Maybe it's just what it is.
She's a great person.
I don't know. Because her husband didn't tell her she can't sing. Her husband let her sing.
Damn.
So that's supposed to be your
Because
partner.
her husband not about to tell her she can't sing. She got more money than him. She got more money than him.
I cannot have you out here on national TV hollering at the camera.
You saw the sing off they had.
Yes, and she can't sing. We know that.
She
But
giving
I'm pretty sure her
she giving
husband
her
told her
solos
she couldn't sing. She would have never done it.
Because
She would have never done it if somebody would told her, girl, you can sing.
They gassed her up to get up there.
I've heard
She
that.
has she's very short and sweet. Like she could hold short notes.
Okay.
But you know how like when Mary J first started, that bitch couldn't sing either.
Hell,
Mary
you know
J
what?
got better over
Why
time.
Mary J gotta be a bitch?
It was just the it's just the
the
term.
vernacular.
Yeah,
show.
that's Mary J.
No,
That's my
no.
bitch. Okay.
Mary J, that's my bitch. How that sound to me?
I don't know. Sound like Mary J's my bitch.
Whatever.
This is the double standard.
You want to do another?
Yeah, we can.
All right.
Hey. You should go IG Live for us.
All right, can I get connection out here? I'm in
Oh, yeah.
fucking dead zone. I know how this station
My favorite
be
male
working.
rapper.
They kill
Top
it.
5.
Oh, top 5.
Yeah.
You said Maroon 5. Oh. You say, hey, rappers.
Oh, that's hard, y'all. I listen to a lot of rappers.
You got the Wi-Fi?
Well, I gotta go with Cole because I don't.
Hey.
I've been riding with him for a minute, so you know.
Hey,
kinda like the main.
1985, I arrived.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. And then next, you know what? These are not even in any particular order.
Go
Let's just
ahead.
make that. Chance the
I
rapper.
fucks with.
It's
You
an
know.
all time too.
Yeah.
see,
Oh, all time.
Okay.
Okay. I gotta go with my people though. On some real, there's a lot of. See that just
Connect to me?
That's hard to see.
Okay, you know what? J. Cole, Chance, Smino, J.I.D. Earth Gang.
She got some good ones. She got some good ones.
I love Earth Gang. Oh, if anybody hear this and want to go with me to their concert, Smino, the Hoopty tour, I'm going. It's May 6th. I'm going to the one in Charlotte. If any of y'all want to come with me.
I have never heard of it, but I'll go.
All right.
Fuck it.
Yeah, Hoopty tour, Smino. I fucks with you, so we don't put that out there. But I'm
I
going.
heard that. I feel like I've heard him, but I don't think I listened to too much of his music.
I just recently started. I can't even lie. Like in the last year or two, But yeah.
Where's he from?
I don't even know for real. That's new. I don't know. I really done my research on him more. And honestly, y'all, I say that, but that could change tomorrow as far as my top 5 favorite rappers. For real, like that's just who came to mind off rap. But I'm thinking there's a lot of people I really
I'll try it without it.
like, really like, yeah. But
It's alright. You can't think of it right now.
yeah,
I be getting.
I mean, like, cause I love all of Dreamville, like Cos, Boz.
Hey,
you know,
hey.
Yeah,
Blue.
love some
You
Boz.
feel me?
Niggas sleep on Boz.
They do.
Hard.
They do.
So
Who y'all think is better, him or JID?
Oh, Jizz
is way better.
He's just more intellectual.
He's more like Kendrick.
Is it Kid or JID? Because sometimes he be saying both.
He go by both.
Right.
But I think commercial-wise, Jizz probably gonna be the next one come out of Dreamville because Boz is probably like barely got his head over the horizon just because he ain't got really that commercial push just because Jid was the freshman of the year last year.
Yeah,
so
right.
He got a commercial push now.
Right.
Do y'all listen to Jonah Cruz?
Hell no, I don't know who that is.
Me either.
Okay.
He has like a similar sound.
To who? JID? Okay.
Y'all heard like
yeah, he's from Atlanta.
The
girl to be on Instagram.
Yeah, that bitch fire. That's the dude that be singing.
But she be singing.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, that's her singing.
Oh, what about
she can actually rap. She's
okay.
I'm telling you, she ain't no Cardi or no Nicki. But
y'all like
she can rap.
I really like.
Yeah, I like her. Yo, she can actually rap. Like, she
like
writes all her.
She dropped the album lately too.
Mm-hmm.
She just recently dropped something like that.
Didn't she just drop a song with Cash Dog too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
Is it?
Yeah.
I ain't listening. I ain't listening to it.
I tried to listen like drama getting dropped on Instagram and it's under the Matter of Fact podcast. It's probably Amber. I ain't gonna be saying no shady shit.
It's not shade. It's really not. If she was here, I would tell
all
her.
Episodes.
No, I have not.
You have.
Because I say Candy can't sing.
You had such a positive reading.
Was Candy? Is that a lie?
That's such a positive reading and everything. I say positive now.
Because I'm honest. That's why my life is so positive. Because I'm so honest.
Didn't he say stop giving to those people who don't give to you?
Yeah.
All right.
Whoa. I mean,
What, Chelsea?
Y'all
go
don't
ahead.
start this.
Go
Don't
ahead.
start this shit.
Go ahead.
we ain't starting nothing.
Mama
We ain't
Chelsea
starting
over there.
nothing.
Start this shit today.
Look, right, I got my velour on today.
I just feel like with Drizzy and Cash Doll, with that song, they could have made a much hotter song because both of them are very good rappers individually. So I just expected more.
So y'all think it's the best female rapper out right now?
Since we got a
and I'm talking about rapper,
for
like,
KC.
because I feel like it's just so different now.
The best female rapper?
Yeah, I feel like that music.
Nicki's still.
Okay.
Like,
If it's all around.
Just period.
Lyrical.
Everything, yes.
right now, this in the game.
Okay, we got to
All
differentiate.
time.
There's
Yeah,
a difference between performers.
Yeah,
Right.
Performing
People are in it for entertainment. I'm
Right.
like lyrical, you know.
Yeah.
He be out here dancing and singing at the same damn time.
At the same damn time. And
Beyonce?
Sierra.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Sierra just can't sing.
But
Yeah.
Beyonce don't be
No,
writing
it's
her rap.
Here I go again.
No,
That's something true right there. That is something
But
true.
Sierra is a
Because
performer.
some Sierra and
Yeah.
Carrie
We
Hilson.
talking about rappers.
I just...
Once we brought Beyonce up, it was over.
Beyonce rap too. You ain't heard the Carter album? She rapped on that one too. She rapped.
What?
Ape shit.
Yeah.
Ape shit.
Offset wrote that shit.
But she rapped it. She rapped it.
Exactly, performer.
I love me some Beyonce. I didn't know how I felt about Ape shit. I was like, man, but when I listen to
The rest
bring
of
it
the
together as a
album,
whole, project,
Okay.
it makes sense.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
We're talking about rappers.
Okay.
Okay.
Specifically rapper.
Shit.
I don't know. I mean, Nicki. I like old Nicki though. On some real, like,
I like
07
I like the Nicki that would be on a Smack DVD. You know?
I like the barbs. I like the party game. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it because it is going out there in the world. Yeah. I like the Barbs. I like Barty Gang.
Okay.
Nothing else.
Okay.
Everybody else. We keep the peace on here.
So
they ain't gonna come at me.
Listen, I respect. Yeah, I like it. She's herself, like 1,000. Like she don't. Yeah, she been the same since she started.
She's like my spirit animal.
Yeah, she's just real. She real. But that's what I'm saying. Like that's why it's hard because it depends. It depends on how you look at it. Like it depends on what you.
She's not a good rapper.
What you like the most. Yeah, like
she's a great performer.
Yeah, right. Her music is her life. You feel me? She's not trying to do it to be the best musician. Like she's just talking about what she's doing, and I can respect that.
You know, it's just a perfect story for Cardi that I'm just thinking, it's just me probably personally. I just think Cardi is probably getting finessed out of so much money right now. That's
probably,
just
she probably doesn't.
Just because
she got one of them deals.
She don't got. No, she is signed to Atlantic. But I'm just thinking like, okay, you're signed to Atlantic. That's one. That's cool. Your music, your money's right there. But then your management is with QC Entertainment, which is under the Migos and stuff like that. So it's like, even if you want with Offset,
I didn't know that.
You still pay Offset pretty much. Because at the end of the day, once the money comes to the management, they're gonna give it to the Migos, and then
they back together.
Yeah, they are back together.
Wow.
But I think she just getting finesse. I think she making her money out there, shaking her ass like on stage. Anything else?
Oh yeah, her tour.
All that shit is going straight to the label.
Yeah.
So, I think she getting finesse, but that's probably me.
See? Stop doing what they call them 360s.
Them 360s, but she not even a 360 deal. She in like a 3 or 4 label deal.
See, that's just too much.
Yeah,
Why you got all them people just so many hands in the pot?
Signed to a label that's signed to a label that's
Everybody before you get.
Yeah, she just mixing everybody like QC and then Atlantic's like all of that getting mixed together. So
yeah, makes sense.
I'm interested to see how it. I feel like
she's gonna have a movie and everything about her.
Yeah, I do too. I feel like there's a lot of people coming
like, it's gonna be like when we like 56 years old, Cardi B is gonna have a movie about her. And it's gonna tell you how she got finessed out of all that money.
She's gonna be like, nobody told me.
You know?
Yeah, nobody knows.
She don't know shit.
So. Yeah, so they taking advantage of that.
But shout out to the Cardi.
Look, read the cards for her. Tell her.
Right now. You got any shout outs, Rob?
Ooh.
Yeah. Because, Leah shouted you out. So she had. That's how we was like, oh, we gotta get her up here.
Yeah.
But she had lied to us. I'm telling you, she had told us.
Palm reading.
She said palm reading. So I'm thinking, oh, she about to read some palms.
He was saying this was good.
Like
money.
Strong and wrong.
I was happy. Because it's like,
wait, no, you know what?
Nobody brings people up here like that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I might have
this
to get
was still interesting. This was the most interesting.
Wow, thank you.
Stand out. Right here.
Right, you feel me?
For real.
Well, then, shout out to Leah.
Like, no shade
here, okay? You feel me? But I can't even lie, yo. Like, shout out to my mom. And my daddy, my family. And shout out to everybody out here grinding, period. Like, not even no specifics. Like, I just respect anybody that's out here grinding. So shout out to all of y'all that's out here doing you, because I'm out here doing me. Okay. And, you know, I run into people who out here grinding. So, yeah, I be on some solo dolo shit. So,
people eat all the time.
Feel me?
Didn't I meet you rapping?
Yeah.
Hey,
you be rapping?
I mean, I got a little song out on I didn't want to bitch. I should have mentioned it. Right, I know. I was hoping y'all didn't say that, you know. But I'm gonna be real. I tried music because like I've always been good with words, you know. Like I kind of, but it was like, you know, I see people perfecting that craft, and I don't wanna shit on them, you know. Like it's like I feel like astrology, numerology, tarot cards. That's where I'm at. But like I don't want to shit on them. Look. No, not even like that. I'm saying like, I don't want to like disrespect them by just playing around. You know what I mean? Like, it's like I know I can do better. But I am working on some music. I am working on some music.
Go girl.
I want that on the low. She knew what time it is.
Yeah, like I like that to be on the low because I like to work at my own pace. You feel me? Yeah. I feel like you know like. I dropped that song on some shit because I felt really inspired, and then I performed it, and people really liked it. So they was like, "Yo, you have to record that. I need to hear that. Like, I want to be able to play it." So that was the main reason why I dropped that first song. But after that, people were like, "Where the music at? Where the music at? Where the music at?" And I'm like, I just want all creatives to know, work at your own pace, period, because it is not about them. It's about you. And I did that song and it popped. So I was just kind of like, damn, like I need to take myself more serious when it comes to the music thing. So that's where I'm at. Like I really look up to like Lauryn Hill because she dropped one album and now she's, you know what I'm saying?
She's
like
a legend.
she a legend. You feel me? So that's the type of shit I want to be on. I don't want to
just show up to your concerts on time.
Okay. I don't want to drop things just to drop them. You know? I feel like, FWB. It's on SoundCloud.
We need to put it. We can play at the end.
Okay, bet. Yeah. So yeah, FWB.
All right. So introduce it. Go ahead, introduce it. We'll end it off like that.
My song?
Yeah.
Oh. What you mean introduce?
Like just, you know, this month.
Okay, FWB, Friends with Benefits, you feel me? It's just for all y'all out there that, you know, everybody got friends with benefits situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, y'all know what it is. And you know what I'm saying? Just let it be, okay? FWB, okay? We don't kiss and tell. I love the way that you make me feel. You feel me? It's wintertime. Cuddle up.
Cuddle up a little bit. Everybody be praying over the summer.
Not I.
Not I. Okay. Let me get a little sip on that
Not
one.
over there.
Let me get a toe in the ocean water this summer.
Right.
In the salt water.
Peace and air grease.
Yeah. Peace, love.
Bye, Chelsea.